What's up, guys? Matt McLaughlin here. This is our YouTube debut, so big episode in this one. I will be interviewing my guys, my buddies for life, Adam Pfender and Sean Calhoun, about, how their business Arete Fitness came about, and really just, their passion of fitness overall and how they love to, be a part of a huge industry in training. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the episode. I had a lot of fun doing this. And let's go play some golf with them. Got the modern day DeChambeau. And then we got LL Cool J in the bucket hat.
Dustin Johnson.
Ah, there you go.
Dustin Johnson.
90.
Ooh, taking some good hacks here. I don't want to interrupt mid-swing. All right, guys, so you guys are the business partners and owners of Arete Fitness. Adam, I'll toss this over to you. How did this, my apologies. How did this business venture come about?
Well, me and Sean have been friends since sophomore year in high school. And really, we both started working out together and we're always friends, so we just got closer and closer, and we started getting in better and better shape, really started pushing each other in the gym, and we were like, well, we're pretty good at this, and I used to be overweight, so I really, worked hard to get in good shape and get healthier, and I was like, well, this feels pretty good, so maybe if I could do this, and help somebody else out and feel the same way, that might be a good thing for me to do for my career. And then we kind of took the plunge, and Sean was just messing around. Actually, he can tell you more about that. Just messing around making t-shirts and stuff.
90.
And that's where things kind of started. I'll let Sean kind of tell you more about that, then you can come back to me about
all right, Sean. Adam's already throwing you the alley-oop. You just got slammed on this.
So the whole business started, we started working out a lot and helping other people, but we wanted to basically be an athletic apparel company. So I actually drew that logo that you got on your hat right here in art class in college when I was supposed to be paying attention. That kind of came about, and we tweaked it as it went. But we used to be called Calhoun Athletic Company. So it's a C and then a backwards C, and then it makes an A. So CAC. We are now Arete Athletics, just to make the name a lot easier. But yeah, we started selling t-shirts and getting our friends involved, and then people were like, oh, is this a real thing? So it became a thing that we were selling clothes, but we started training people and not really caring much more about the clothing. So it kind of took a turn a couple of years ago where we were actually just interested in helping people and weren't so interested in making clothes. We still do have some apparel obviously, but we just turn it over to complete training, and now we're a lot further than that, but we'll get into that in a bit.
So yeah, you guys have done a pretty good job entrepreneur-wise. Already building a pretty strong clientele. How did you guys know that, was there a specific moment? Sean, you already talked about this a little bit, that it just kind of took a natural turn. Was there a moment where you were like, let's get into training actual people, and then let's focus on this specifically?
Yeah, you got to start with one client. We were just talking about this the other day. I don't know who my actual first client was, but we each had a client, and we were going out of my basement. We had that whole thing converted into a gym, and it was awkward at first, but they enjoyed what they were doing, and we would show people at Retro Fitness, a couple of our friends. And then it just became a thing where okay, they're consistently working out with us, and now a couple people enjoy it, so they're telling their friends. So it just naturally, organically grew. We never promoted anything. We didn't think of it as a business like we do now. It was kind of hey, I work out. Would you want to come with me and work out with these guys? And it was naturally occurring that we just started to get the feel for it more. It was obviously very weird at first, but after we did it for a little while and got natural, it just we just started talking about it, hey, this could be a real thing,
Yeah, and Adam, was this your original plan to be a trainer and come into this business with Sean? How did you I don't want to say how'd you get involved, but like, did you always want to be a trainer of people? Like always try and help people out?
No, not really. So like I grew up, ever since second grade, I was always playing music. I was a drummer from second grade all through high school. And like, not to talk about myself like this, I'm one of those people, and Sean is too, like, if you tell me to do something, or like, if I get involved in something, I'm gonna get good at it. So I got really good at music. But like I said, when I was in high school, I wanted to lose weight and get in better shape because I was overweight. So I started getting pretty good at that too. Originally I was going to go to school. I had two choices. I was going to go to school for music, or I was going to go to school for exercise science. So I had to make a choice before I went off to college what I was going to do, and then ended up choosing exercise science, with the goal of being a personal trainer or even like physical therapy school. Chose Penn State, where we're at today, which is pretty freaking sick. This is like my first time back since I graduated, so that's awesome.
Just kind of took a mind of its own.
It's just started to feel right. It started to feel like, okay, this is something I can definitely do pretty well, and I know I can help people, and helping people and getting to know people has always been a big thing for me. So, as they say, I guess the rest is history. I got a good education here at Penn State and got my personal training certification, and since then we've grown this to be like what I would consider pretty successful. Even though we have a lot more to go, we're making it happen. Kind of trying to answer the questions well, and I'm also trying to hit the ball well.
Fair enough. I don't want to distract you off your
sorry
game.
If that wasn't a great answer.
No, that's a great answer, because I think a lot of people think that it's easy to just say that you're a personal trainer and just assume that anyone can do it if you have access to a gym.
And that's like not to downplay anyone or talk bad about anyone, but a lot of people, they'll get in good shape or they'll work out for a number of years, and then they'll be like, well, I can train you. Yeah, well, what you're doing might not be best for everyone. Like, there's certain guidelines, certain procedures, protocols that you should be following when you're training people, depending on how old they are, what their goal is, if they have any pre-existing conditions or any injuries or anything like that. Those are the things I think people don't really realize when they talk about, I want to get, I want to be a trainer, or I'm a trainer. Well, first things first, do you have a cert? Do you have like the credentials to actually be able to do that safely and not, harm people? But
I mean, yeah, because all the time you see these people on Instagram, social media, where they're just big ass people that are just swole, and then they think that whatever worked for them worked for anyone else. But that's obviously not the case at all. I mean, working with you guys personally, I can say that like what you guys do for me is much different than what you would do for someone older, someone even younger than me. Like, it's a whole different style of features that you got to personalize for a client.
Right.
So what is that process like, getting that certification? Because I think a lot of people underestimate that.
Well, it's definitely not easy. Even for someone who has a bachelor's of science in kinesiology, or study of the human body and human movement. Getting my first personal training certification was pretty hard because I had to refresh my memory on a lot of things and go over the anatomy and certain terms and special testing that you need to do if you have a client that's doing a movement a certain way and maybe their muscles or their flexibility is inhibiting that movement. There's a lot that goes into training, or like the protocols and things that you need to do to make sure that person's moving well. So it's not easy, and I'm in the process now of getting another personal training certification, because every 2 years you need to get an updated cert, and it's hard, like it's not easy. And like Sean didn't go to school for exercise science, so like his experience is a bit different than mine. You can get his perspective on that one too,
Yeah, so Sean, I mean, Adam already alluded to it. Wait for that shot to go off. What was that like, adjusting to, now you got to learn about the human body, and now you got to basically take on a whole new topic and a whole new subject of, you know, what I'm doing is helping people's bodies, but I could also hurt them at the same time.
Right, like he said, I went to school for business. Like I have a business degree, and that's another topic I'll touch on in the end of this question. But it's weird. It was foreign to me. Like I knew the basic things about the body, but then when you're studying for like the test and everything, you're learning something that's completely new, completely foreign. So you just have to be open to that and try your best to relate it to common sense things, and just do your best, honestly. I mean, you learn as you go. It was very weird at first, but then as you do things, when you actually work with clients and are around people and talking to other professionals in the area and in the realm of fitness and health, you pick up a lot. That's how I learned. Like being around people, getting mentors and things like that have really been huge for me. But to go back to like what you were talking about with Adam, like, yes, we are technically personal trainers, but I don't like to use that term because I don't train people like a dog, you know what I mean? Like, I first of all, I use the term fitness coach, and we're also entrepreneurs. There's some people who you might just get your certification, go work at LA Fitness, you put in a couple hours, and then you go home. Like, we're doing something way more than that, like with starting our company, and we're in the process of our own facility opening up. So there's the practice and the learning of the physical, like the physical body, and then there's the business side of it, the time management. There's a lot going on all at once, you know?
Ooh, it's a solid shot there.
Straightening them out.
There you go. So, for people who don't know where your facility is, flex on them real quick. If you want to give them, you know,
this?
Sure.
Flex on them?
Flex on them a little bit. I mean, where could people go to train you? Could they find you on social media? Like, just plug them a little bit.
Yeah, so Instagram is Arete Athletics Official. Same thing on Facebook. We have a website, areteathletics.org, and we're based out of West Norton, Pennsylvania. So, I mean, you could be from anywhere, but right now our location is going up in West Norton. It's near King of Prussia, if you're familiar with the area. And this is number one, and I guarantee you in about 5 years you're going to hear from us, and there's probably going to be one in your town. So,
ooh.
He's talking crazy.
I'm
talking
that talk.
Talking the right things.
He talking that talk. See if he can hit the shot now. Ooh, okay, fair enough. All right, so we got Adam stuck in the bunker pretty early. Sean had a pretty good shot. See if he can get out of this one. Oh, no problem. He talking that talk. There you go. All right, so Adam, since Sean's going to be taking a shot, obviously you guys are entrepreneurs, like Sean was saying.
Right.
What is some of that early adversity that you faced that, you know, as entrepreneurs, it's tough. It's easy to give up on yourself, but what keeps you guys going?
To be completely honest, here, just 1 second.
Yeah.
But to be completely honest, the people that we work with, man. The people that we work with and the people that like have been supporting us from the beginning, whether it's our parents, you know, girlfriends, friends. Looks good, Sean. That'll play. Somewhat.
I hit a 9 iron. I didn't think I was going to hit that.
Yeah, I hit my 9 iron out. But yeah, Matt, the people that we work with, I would say that's the thing that keeps us going the most. Because like, there's gonna be days that suck, that's for sure. Days that we don't want to do it, but when people come to us, they put the work in and they say stuff like, you know, this was like the best part of my day, or you know, like this is the highlight of my day. That's what I think means the most to me. I don't know if Sean has to.
Yeah, so Sean, you were taking that shot there. I mean, as an entrepreneur, it's easy to give up on yourself, but when you're going through early struggles, what keeps you going personally?
I think kind of what Adam said, like just knowing that there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days, but you gotta take it as it is, and like seeing people like cry to you and like tell you that you're changing their life and I'm changing my life at the same time. That's literally what gets me out of bed every single morning.
All right, sounds good. I'll catch you guys on the next shot. All right, guys, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the interview so far. I'm going to try and keep this as continuous as possible. So let's catch up to him on the next hole. By the way, driving a golf cart, so much fun. Never thought I'd have this much fun driving something, but a golf cart, can say, is definitely one of my favorite activities of this interview so far. There you go. Alright, so Adam, you know, like in golf, you have bad shots. We were kind of talking about this off camera. How have you guys dealt with some of the adversity that you faced trying to deal with, you know, competing with these bigger, I guess, enterprises such as like LA Fitness or YMCA? Like, how have you guys tried to compete with them?
Well, that's like probably the worst thing you can do is like view it as competition, because like if you're worried about what other people are doing and worried about like this trainer down the street or this gym or that gym, you're not going to be able to have enough time to like focus on what you need to do and help the people the way that you need to help them. So not worrying about competition is the best way to, I think, fight against it for sure.
Yeah. And just worry about like our culture. Like we have a certain way about how we like the energy in our gym and the people we like around and how we train and why we train. And if we're just focused on that and attracting those type of members and people in our gym and in our life, then we really don't even have to worry about those people. Like there's more than enough people out there to go train the way they want to, as long as you're moving your body. So our goal is to find the people who like to do it the way we do and get all them in there and having a good time and making their lives a little bit better.
All right, I'll catch you guys on the next shot. Alright guys, so I hope you guys are enjoying the interview. Like I said, trying to keep it interesting a little bit. All right, Adam, so I just want to throw in some sports talk here. Who was your favorite golfer growing up?
Come on, man. The GOAT, Tiger Woods.
There you go.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger? All right. I mean,
Found yourself?
what were you thinking during that?
What
were you thinking during that comeback in the 2018 Masters?
The Masters, 2019 Masters. I mean, bro. That's like, I had goosebumps. I was at the gym, actually. I was on the treadmill. I think I was training you that day, actually. And I got done training you, and I was like, oh my God, that's Tiger Woods. It's the Masters. Like, he's winning, and there's like 2 holes left. And I was just like, I got goosebumps right now thinking about, like, from all the stuff that he'd been through to come back and be able to do that. That's like insane with all the back injuries and everything like that, especially like so much power and stuff is being put to the back when you're golfing. It's just incredible, for real. Sean, you might be in these leaves, God knows where.
We're finding this ball. Oh gosh, this is gonna be rough.
That's the only problem with golf. Oh my God.
Tough shot. All right, so Sean, I was talking to Adam about this a little bit earlier. Who was your favorite golfer growing up?
Oh, he said it, Tiger Woods.
Oh, okay, so it's just unanimous decision.
Well, I mean, I appreciate excellence and greatness and just like LeBron James. For golfing, I mean, when you see a guy out there scoring like 10 under against other professionals consistently, tournament after tournament, it's just like you can't help but like want to be like that, or like, I'm gonna pop it over this sand trap. Should land about 3 feet from the cup. This is my Nike ball. This shot goes out to Tiger Woods.
Oh.
No, bad shot. Not what I wanted here.
But hey, golf is like life. You gotta bounce back.
You gotta bounce back.
I mean, I was talking to Adam about this too. What were you thinking during that 2018 Masters, or 2019 Masters, I should say?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get to watch it, but what I did do is go back and rewatch it.
Oh.
And I think the biggest takeaway I got was watching Tiger, who I was just mentioning was like incredible at golf. Everyone knows that. Hit shots that weren't so great. Like, you think these pros are just hitting perfect shot after perfect shot after perfect shot, but what he was able to do was hit these bad shots in the woods and then come out of the most treacherous like spot landing ever and put one on the green. So that's what I really took away from that. You putting? I ain't chipping.
A crucial decision here. The good old golf squat. Line up the shots.
Goal is to put it in a hula hoop. Don't make it in the cup, just get it close, you know?
Some golf tips for all you golfers back home. Getting expert advice here. So Sean, was golf always a sport that you liked watching growing up? I mean, we already talked about Tiger. He pretty much brought golf to the mainstream.
Yeah.
I mean, did you always want to necessarily go golfing? Because I know people pick it up at different times.
I hated golf. I hated watching golf. I played it
Fair
because
enough.
my grandpa loved the sport, so I would just go spend time with him. So it was nice to get out there with him. And it was very frustrating because I was terrible. Not that I'm good now, but when you get in the swing of things, it's a lot more enjoyable to play. But yeah, I just kind of played because it was something that my family did. I just picked it up over the years. Like, now is the most I've ever played in my entire life, and it's definitely what I'm going to continue to focus on as far as sport-wise as I get older.
Oh, good putt, good putt. I would give you a golf clap, but my hands are full.
That's all right.
Fucking sick again.
Adam's struggling on the course early in this one. Adam, what are we thinking? How are we bouncing back in this one?
Just, we're going to put this hole behind us. One shot at a time. You can't.
Fair enough. Solid shots.
I'm in this thing. It ain't coming out. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
drop
that's a tough one. That's a tough
We're going to
one.
let one drop.